Welcome back to another episode of Immortal Behaviour. Yes, it's the time of the week where we get to break down all things immortal with the eighth himself, Andrew Johns. Joey, great to see you.
Great to see you.
Yeah, looking down the barrel of round 25 and the finals. Most people have a lock in being the top three, Roosters, Warriors, Panthers. And I think I heard you say yesterday on Freddie and the Eighth that you think Dolphins are a lock as well.
I think Dolphins are in front of Panthers. I can't see the Panthers winning without Isaiah. I think we're going to get to that later in the show. I just can't see them winning without Isaiah.
Well, let's get into the Dark Horse Dolphins to start with, or Deep Sea Dolphins, whichever one you want to go with. This year, they've smashed the Roosters, 48-10. They lost to Penrith in Golden Point, and they're a 1 win, 1 loss against the Warriors. What has stood out to you across those three matches?
Their attack. And people knock their defence. They say, well, they're an attacking team. And you see some teams who put 60% in their defence and their attacks struggles, but they're winning 18-10. Well, the Dolphins, they want to win 36-30, but that's just the way they attack. I know defence wins premierships, but they're a team that when they catch fire quickly and they score points. I've said before, I think they've got the best backline in the competition. They've got a superstar, a young superstar at halfback in Katoa. I think Nikorima's firing. But I love their forwards. The balance of their forwards with their workers, and Ray Stone, Gilbert, Donahue, Plath, these players. You know you're going to get it week in, week out. And for mine, it's the Roosters and the Warriors together, and then just behind them is the Dolphins. And we've seen no one's won it outside the top 4 in the NRL history. So I think the grand finals will come out in 3.
Yeah, well, I would really love to get your take on why the Dolphins' backline is the best in the competition.
Well, it's well balanced. You got bloke at the back, Hemiso. He picked the ball up last week. If he gets in space, no one catches him. No one catches him. He was running with a smile on his face in second gear. Bostock's a future superstar. He's played 12 games this year, and they've won all 12.
And he debuted Origin this year as well.
Incredible in Origin. He's a real threat in the air. Asako finishes tries, kicks goals well. Herbie Farnworth's the best centre in the competition. Who am I missing? And then, what I said? Cobbo. Freakish. Can do the most freakish things. And then you throw in their edge. Finay Fuiaki on the right is just a tearaway, and Lemuelu on the left is a try scorer. Yeah. They got a great mix, but their backline, without doubt, is the best in the competition. Yeah. The best. And they score the half chances. When there's half chances, they score them. Against Brisbane the other week, they were down 24-0. Yeah. And I tipped the Dolphins. I was like, you know what, they'll come back. And they end up scoring 36 points. Yeah. That's them.
Yeah. And look, they closed out Manly last week.
22-0.
Kept into zip. And look, obviously,
I reckon that was a statement game.
Yeah.
I reckon Christian Wolf said, I want to see you back your defence, and they did that. So they can win either way. I just think they're a dangerous team. I think first round of the semis, look, Newcastle's we'll talk about them later. They may get to fourth, but I think the Dolphins will play the Roosters in round 1. Geez, that'll be round 1 of the semis.
Cracker.
And I think Penrith will have to go to Auckland. Ooh, good luck.
That'll be a tough trip. Now, there has been 2 big blips on the radar. Granted, the first one was back in round 5 against Manly, who were in, it was the height of Fosball.
That was their first game.
That was their first game. So they were primed, and that was a 52-18 loss. Yep. And then probably the one that most recently, round 19 against the Sharks, that 66-0
I can't remember
scoreline.
Yeah.
That was a demolition.
Well, that's damning. And once again, in the NRL history, no team that has leaked 50 points has won the Premiership. But with the 6 to go this year, when teams get momentum, they score tries for fun. I still think they're a chance. I still think they're a big chance. But once again, the Warriors and Roosters, they're high-balling out in front. But you got to, once again, I just can't see Penrith winning.
Yeah. Now, one person that we probably don't talk about a lot from the Dolphins, Jeremy Marshall-King, I think his service out of dummy half and the way he identifies the ruck, it's really supportive of the way they play their football.
He gets better and better every year, and now he's built his game where he's got his trick shots with Hemiso around the ruck. His ball playing is really good. I like that when Katoa gets the ball, when he wants the ball, he gets it. Yeah. And that's the number one thing with your halfback.
And it's clean to him.
Whenever he wants the ball, it's there. Yeah. It's not there, not there, He's there. Yeah, he's an underrated player.
Yeah.
They're a really good spine. Hemiso, Katoa, and Nikarima, it's been his best year.
Yeah, agreed.
Run threat, fast, especially down that left side. Going to Bostock and Lemuelu. They can win it. They can win it.
They're genuine contenders. And they could potentially be the only Queensland team in the 8. Like, the Cowboys also have a bye this weekend, so they're in contention for the 8 as well. But how big of an opportunity is this for the Dolphins to break through that big brother noise of the Broncos and become sort of the form side, or they are the form side, but the big side in Queensland?
The big brother Dolphins, the bullies, the Broncos have well and truly stumbled. I don't know. I think probably 80%, 90% of the rostered on fans for the Broncos will stay there, but you've got your fair weather fans who might pick up the Dolphins. I've been thinking about the Broncos, and I was pretty strong on them on Sunday Footy Show and said they just didn't have a go, and they didn't. But you got to think why. Yeah. And the big thing coming out, look, when superstar players don't aim up, it's injuries or there's drama away from footy. Well, there's clicks and they're blowing with other players, but the big one is the coach. And that's all you hear about Madge and senior player, most of the players. That's the brilliance of Wayne Bennett. He keeps everyone happy. Everyone's moving forward. Like his job at South this year, they've lost so many players, but they keep winning.
Yeah.
For mine, this has to be a catalyst for change at the Broncos, whether it's how they train, their length of training, their weights, the recovery, but most of all, I think everyone can say, unless you're in there, but the rumours are and the noise coming out is Madge. So unless there's some change from everyone within the organisation, then nothing changes.
There was a lot of noise coming out early in the year when they weren't winning. Then they went on a winning streak and it went a little bit quiet. Is that something you've noticed happening a lot with the Broncos?
I have no idea what's going on. Even last year, they caught fire late.
Yeah.
I think they were 11th maybe, the month
and then
or so out.
They went on that run.
But something's got to change there. The big one is Xavier Willison. Now, if they don't sign him, that means Corey Jensen's retired, Payne's gone.
He's gone.
If Willison goes, Ben Takura, the big unit, he's gone to the NFL.
Yep.
It's going to be Paddy Carrigan all on his own.
On his Pat Malone.
So if they don't sign Willison, they are in a world of hurt. Now, if he leaves, they mightn't get out of this for a few years because middle forwards win you the game. They decide who wins, the forwards, and the backs decide by how much. If they lose Willison, far out. That's blow the club up and start again. But look, unless you're in the four walls and you know what's going on, but once again, the noise just keeps coming out about Madge. So I don't know if Madge is going to change. He's pretty pig-headed and he's got great results, but short-term results.
Yeah.
Something's got to give.
Yeah. Well,
they're doing some review at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which is, I've said to them, your review is to go and ask Payne. Say, why are you leaving? There's your review.
And he announced it early too, that he wasn't staying on.
Once in a lifetime player, once in generations, possibly the greatest front row we'll ever see. And he leaves? Something's going on there.
Oh, we'll watch this space. But do you have a quick tip for me for the Friday night game, Dolphins versus Eels?
I think Dolphins win.
Yep.
Eels have been going a lot better. Geez, Jason Riles has done a really good job, considering the injuries, in particular their forwards, but they'll hold their dukes up, the Eels. I think the Dolphins win in a high-scoring game, but only by a couple of tries.
Yeah. Right. Dolphins.
I'm happy for Thomas Flegler. He looked like he was never going to play again. I spoke to him last year because, the dramas I've had with my neck, and I spoke to him, and he was pretty down on it. Geez, it's a good team. It's a well-balanced team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can win it. They catch fire.
Yeah.
My tip's the Warriors. I think the Warriors win it this year.
That'd be so great.
How good would it be?
That'd be exciting. I would love to see
already yesterday on Friday the 8th, already grand final tickets sold, 25% of the Warriors fans.
They're going to make a party out of it as well.
They know how to party, the Kiwis.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'd love to see them do the haka again if they made grand final. That would be incredible.
I don't know the rules around that.
I'm not sure either, but...
Because they've never done it at a club game.
No, they haven't.
It was for Indigenous round.
It was for Indigenous round. But
yeah, I don't know
could
what
you imagine?
I don't know whether in the multi... I don't know if there's rules around the haka.
Yeah, well, we can find out.
Because I saw in rugby union recently that one of the teams did a haka for Ma'anonu.
Oh, they did. So the All Blacks went over. He was playing for the Sharks. And then...
in South Africa.
Yeah.
But he did it back.
He on his own, and it was spine-tingling.
But there was pushback from that.
Was there?
I think so.
Really?
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
maybe there was. Maybe
we'll find out. We'll see.
Anyway, what do I know?
You know, we'll get it straight from the horse's mouth.
The haka on grand final
chat
day.
to them. Oh, could you imagine?
Aaron Clark and
the Fish.
Fisher Harris.
Leading it. That would be incredible.
Good theatre.
Yeah. Well, let's change gears a little bit and head to the Hunter, shall we? What about the rise of the Knights? I think easily the least talked about team in the hunt for the finals. How legit are they for you?
Well, they have to finish in the top 4 to win it, which they're
a chance.
They're a rough chance. The big game is going to be in the Warriors, second last round, penultimate round.
Yes.
Jeez, I hate that word. Look, they'll roll Manly this weekend, Old Boys Day up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been so impressed with the way they've played. The town's buzzing. And they're doing it under a bit of duress. No Dylan Brown, no Dylan Lucas.
Yep.
Safuti's been out for about 2 months. He's back this weekend.
Best is back this weekend too.
Yeah, Bradman Beast. This may be the year someone wins it outside the top 4. Geez, I'd love to see. If the Knights go on a run, the groundswell of support in Newcastle and the Coalfields and the Hunter and North Coast, down to the Central Coast.
That'd be massive.
Huge.
And
the big one, they got the bye.
I was going to say they've got the bye last round.
So the top 4, the big advantage in the top 4 is you walk to the prelim. So if you win that first week, you have the week off. And having the week off at this time of year is so important. So if they can't, I think they'll finish 5th. So that means a home semi against the Cows, which I think they'll win that one. So then it all starts to build. But not only have I been impressed, I've just been impressed with the way they play. That team scored more tries coming out of trouble inside their own half.
Yep.
I think last year they scored 1. So it goes to show Justin Holbrook, the job he's done, because defences are passive. Coming out, I don't know why more teams don't move the ball. Terrified about making error. Well, work on your skills. Get the pass in front. But I know all the old boys are really happy. Old Boys Day this weekend, so I can imagine they'll be happy.
Oh yeah. Now you mentioned Justin Holbrook.
Yeah.
The change in that club is palpable.
Yep.
What do you reckon? Contender for Coach of the Year for Justin?
Oh, he's a shoo-in. Yeah. He wins it for sure. Got to understand, look, there was sort of glimpses. I think they made the semis a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they did.
But there's been no consistent success. Far out, I don't know how many wooden spoons there, but about half a dozen.
I'll double check.
The last 20 years. Coach of the Year for sure. Coach of the Year.
Yeah. I think Andrew Webster will be pushing him for that one as well. He's been fantastic over at the Warriors. But what I think, and I'd love to get your personal view on it because the club is so dear to your heart, the way that they've set the club up and the way they're going, they're setting up for long-term success. It's not just short-term. But where do you think areas of improvement need to be to ensure that long-term success? Well,
pathways, but they've got their pathways sorted. Now, this year, in the Australian schoolboys, they had maybe 4 or 5, or maybe more, in the 17 and Newcastle Knights juniors. And I understand 1 or 2 of them, their better players were injured, so they could have had nearly half the squad. Now, Alex McKinnon, and there's a young girl who was in charge of Manly. I can't think of her name, sorry. She's involved there. But Alex McKinnon's done a great job. And Peter O'Sullivan, I'd say, is the head recruitment guy. He has done an amazing job. The players he's recruited, Sandon Smith and Dylan Brown, the couple of young back rowers, the young back rower, Polynesian fellow plays on the left. He's been a sensation. And with those injuries, they're still winning.
Yeah.
Still winning. That's the signing of Sandon Smith's been a big one. Harrison Graham off the bench. Jeez, he's a good player. Yeah, great mix. Everyone within the organisation, but well done to people running the pathways and Peter O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
Justin Holbrook. Peter O'Sullivan's done an amazing job. Incredible job.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
No.
Solly. Francis.
Oh, Manolelua.
Yeah, that's him.
There
We finally
we
got
go.
there. Francis. Incredible buy.
Yeah.
Harrison Graham, great buy. Cody Hopwood, local boy, coming through, local boy from up Maitland Way. Dylan Lucas out for the year. Jermaine McEwen, tearaway. Pasami Sulo, local boy, went to Canberra, has come back. Thomas Cant, local boy, Maitland, very good.
Yeah.
And Trey Mooney, been a great buy. Geez, I can go on and on. On and on. But
And they've all stepped up.
Depth in the key positions.
Well,
Fletcher Sharpe,
he's been great, hasn't he?
incredible. One of
So
Cessnock's
good.
finest. You can play him anywhere, Fletcher.
Yeah. Actually,
So-
I heard a great story about you giving him a call
On his debut. Yeah. He was like, yeah,
And he
mate,
thought it was
yeah.
a joke.
No, he was just like, yeah. Making your debut. Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah. Cessnock boy to one, Cessnock boy to another. He's been incredible. I reckon he'll play. We were talking yesterday. Me and Freddie were talking about our origin team in half a dozen years or so.
Yeah.
You got Bostock and Katoa and Ko Weeks, Fletcher Sharpe, and we got a good crop coming through. But
No.
Fletcher's been killing it. He can just do some freaky stuff. He's a run threat, creates, tough, digs into the line. Like, he looks like a little rat, or a rat from Cessnock with that mullet. I understand he's an incredible cricketer.
Yeah.
And,
Really?
and great golfer, he's one of those things. Well, there's nothing else to do in Cessnock. You're outdoors. You can find some trouble up there, let me tell you. But yeah, the Knights are on the up and up.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Yeah.
Now, if we're to have a quick look at the Panthers, and you've been pretty vocal on it, no Yo, no win
No.
for the Panthers. You've said it's insurmountable without him, and their win-loss record is quite damning. With him, it's 80%. Without him, it's at about 50%. And we've got some clips for you to talk us through the impact that he has on their attack and what it looks like without him.
Now, when Yo's there's 3 layers of attack. So Yo will go to the line. He's the first layer of attack. Nathan will come that second layer. And then when he plays to the right, Dylan Edwards, he's the third layer. When he comes to the left, it's either Cogger or Blaze Talangi. So once again, now this frees up Nathan to get around where the half is defending. And they put pressure on the half, and then it's a domino effect. Ultimately, they put pressure on the centre and the winger. Now, Yo will go to the line here, play to Nathan. Look at the centre.
Yep.
He gets caught up, and it creates a 3-on-1 on the outside. Look at that. He gets to Wishart. The centre comes in, 3-on-1 on the outside. That's purely because of Yo holding the first 2 defenders. The first 2 defenders cannot move, and then he squeezes them in. Once again, Nathan's ball playing there was incredible. So they got 3 layers of attack. Now, without Yo, it wasn't until the last sort of 15 minutes when Lindsay sort of stood up and played.
Yeah.
They only played with 1 or 2 layers of attack. So the outside defence was never under real stress. So look, that was a 3-layer. Look, 2 layers. Yeah. They get them. No overlap because there's only 2 layers of attack.
Yeah.
Great scramble. But, to get you've got to play 3 or 4. And they've played, this is, finally, they get it done there.
Yeah.
But once again, this was late in the game. It wasn't until the last 15 minutes when they were chasing points that Lindsay really stood up. But the thing I've got with Penrith is, once again, Yo's not playing, but they went to Auckland, semi-final like.
Yeah.
Played the Roosters. Mark came off and said it was origin-like intensity. They go to Melbourne. They've got to play Melbourne tonight.
Yeah.
Melbourne will lame up. They come home and play the Dogs. That'll be a smash-up. They finish with the West Tigers, in all due respect. But then they've got to win 3 or 4 in a row. So they've played 2 months of semi-final footy. They're not machines. And without Yo, it attacks the depth of their middle. Yo usually plays 80, so Lindsay Smith has to play 10 minutes longer. Liam Henry's been predominantly playing off the bench. Moses Leota is their real tackle breaker, but teams will get at him. They shut him down. And then the young guy off the bench, Patea, You know, he's only been playing.
He's only fresh. He's new.
He's only been playing 10 or 15 minute spurts. He's going to have to play longer.
Yeah.
And then on the bench, they've got Billy Phillips, who's a lot. Sorensen predominantly is an edge player.
Yep.
And then, far out, the Jersey. So here we go.
Billy Phillips, Jack Cole.
Billy Phillips. So Billy Phillips is a lightweight middle.
Yep.
So it puts pressure on their middle depth. Now, if they were to have an injury to one of their middles, you know, whether Moses or a Liam Henry or even Lindsay Smith, far out. They are hamstrung. But even with McLean back, even with Mitch Kenny coming back, your middle forwards are so important. And I have a look at the Warriors' middle forwards. So they've got Fisher Harris, they've got Mitch Barnett, they've got Aaron Clark, then they've got Jackson Ford coming back, Tower Smith, there's Eremia. So then you go to the Roosters, their middles, Nafahu White, at the moment, best front rower in the game.
Yeah.
Then you got Spencer Leniu, you got Victor Radley, then off your bench you got
Lindsay
Connor
Collins
Watson, Lindsay
on.
Collins.
Yeah.
You got all these, so you got depth in the middle. Unfortunately for Penrith, they haven't got that. That's why I think they can't win.
Yeah. Okay.
They'll be thereabouts. And look, they're tough, they hold their dukes up, and whenever a team's got Nathan Cleary, he'll keep them in the fight, but I just think it's bridged too far.
It'll be tough. Can I get a tip from you for the Storm v Panthers?
Now, I've tipped the Panthers.
Yeah, starts at 7:30 tonight on Channel 9.
This is going to be a cracking game again, and once again, semi-final-like intensity. You got Munster, he caught fire 2 weeks ago in Perth against Manly. They're coming off the bye. They've got a bloke called Harry Grant coming back. So I reckon Harry, I was thinking about it, with his defence and his attack, it's a 12 to 14 point turnaround for the Storm. I think their bench is stronger than the Panthers. Yep. Alec McDonald, Cooper Clark, Tearaway, Tyron Wishart. Now, if Jerome Hughes was playing halfback, I'd tip the Storm. But without Jerome, I think the Panthers will win this one just. Nothing in it. And Nathan will get them home.
Yeah.
But once again, it's going to be a smash-up. Interesting one there. Liam Martin's going to market.
Yeah, I did see that.
Now, Liam, well, once again, it's all paper talk. Wants upwards of close to $1 million. The Panthers won't be able to pay that. So this is the last stand for this squad. And with Perth and with PNG, Liam will get upwards of that. They can't match that. So then you're losing him. You're losing Brian To'o. You're losing. You're going to lose some players.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a big job for Peter Wallace when he takes over in 18 months' time. But Panthers just. Oh, and right. Well, let's have a quick look at Saturday footy, which will be on Channel 9, live and free, on air from 7 p.m. It's the Dragons versus the Bulldogs. Are you calling this game? Yep.
Working on a Saturday. Have you got a tip for me?
I've gone Dragons.
Yeah.
So they beat Cronulla, and then they beat the Tigers on the weekend.
Yep.
And out of those two, I think they're pretty much unchanged. Keep saying, those young forwards,
they look good.
geez, they're on the way up.
Yeah.
St George, Illawarra. Got to put the Illawarra in,
Yep.
because they're giving all the players, those South Coast young fellas from your vintage,
Yes,
your area,
from my area.
from Gerringong.
Yep.
I think the Dragons beat them. I think they'll toil away. There'll be nothing in it. I think it'll be a low scorer. I just think at the moment the Dragons are absolutely flying. Those young forwards, they give them nothing. Blokes who haven't been great, playing great. Haven't got a team. Moses Suley.
Yes.
Valentine Holmes has found that origin form again.
Yep. I did see that.
You know who's playing really good for him? Is Kyle Flanagan. He's much maligned. Kyle gets hammered.
Yeah.
He's never going to be Nathan, or he's never going to be one of those players. But I'll tell you what, he defends strong and he kicks well to the corner.
Yeah.
He just does his job.
Yeah.
So I actually really like the Dragons in this one. And it's at Allianz.
Yes, it is.
It's at Allianz, so it's not at a core.
No.
And so Dragons fans, St George Illawarra fans, get in your car. Drive up, park at Roundway, get the light rail there. Go to Paddington for dinner.
Yeah. And so what, if you can't get there, you can watch this guy on Saturday night.
Oh, live
from
and
7
free.
p.m. It'll be live and free on Channel 9, following all of our NRLW action. But speaking of NRLW, I'd love to get your tip for this weekend. So for me, the game of the round is the Titans at home versus the Broncos. It's our first game on Saturday, so that's going to kick off all of your footy on Channel 9 for
Broncos
Saturday.
have...
2 in a row they've dropped.
I thought it was them and the Roosters. Titans have really elevated themselves. Help me out.
Yeah.
The Union convert.
Yeah, Tegan Levi.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Absolute superstar. She's going back to rugby sevens for the Olympics, is that right?
Yes.
And she'll come back.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to tip the
toughie.
Titans.
Yeah.
Something's going on at the Broncos.
Well, they've had injury. So obviously Jada Ferguson has been out with injury. They're
Ali
number 9. Ali
Ali's
Brigginshaw has been suspended.
They just haven't been
Julie
great.
Robinson got
They
hurt.
haven't been great. Like, still, it's stacked.
Yeah.
And any team's got Jessie Southwell and Tamika in it.
Yeah. And they aimed up last week. They were up by 10 at half time against the Roosters.
But the Canberra game, geez, they were poor there.
And the Raiders were very good.
They were poor. Yeah, I'm going to get Titans.
Yeah.
I reckon Jamie Chapman will get a few tries in this one.
She'll light it up. Why not?
The Bostock family.
It's not bad, is it?
Let's get the father. Like John Hopewadi. John's one of the great sires in rugby league players. In the NRL and the NRLW, over in the Super League.
It's a famous name.
Yeah.
It's a famous name.
I love Hopper. He's so good. He's so good.
And then on to our final game on Sunday. It's going to be the Roosters versus the Tigers. 3:30, we're going to be on air for that game, obviously off the back of all of our NRLW action on Channel 9. What's your tip for this one?
Roosters by plenty. No Adam Dewey.
You got a crystal ball for the margin?
Whatever, 30 plus.
30 plus?
Well, the Roosters coming off some tough games. And look, Teddy's back.
Yep.
Fast track. You imagine this.
Sunday
Tigers. Far out. Tigers fans. Promise so much. Just deliver absolute turd burgers every weekend. I just don't know what's going on there. Once again, Benji can coach. You can see he coach. He's the way they're drilled and the way they played at the start of the year. But look, I don't blame the Jerome thing when he signed with Perth, but it's hard to ignore. Ever since then, it's sort of gone down the Brasco into where you know where. But I just can't get a read on. I don't know what's going on at the West Tigers. I have no idea.
And they look so good to start the season. They're
doing all this.
Chalk and cheese
They're
compared
doing
to
all
what we've
this
seen
when
previously.
they score. There's great team spirit. Jerome Buller, I think he's going for off-season surgery.
Okay.
Like if he's getting his shoulder done, just get it now.
Yeah.
Get a head start.
And then be ready for pre-season.
Jock Madden comes in at halfback. He's a really good, solid player, Jock. But Tigers.
Yeah. Tigers?
No, I'm not tipping the Tigers. I don't know. Geez, I reckon Benji would just be laying at night just going, what have I got to do to turn this place around?
So Roosters,
you have a look at Penrith. They've had stability in the front office. They've had stability in the key positions. How many CEOs in the last 10 years has the West Tigers had?
A few.
How many shake-ups of coaches? Fair few. How many different positions in the key area? It feels like every year there's different players in the key area. Got to find stability in those key areas.
Yeah. Roosters with a big win on Sunday.
Yeah.
But let's have a look at the headline moments because you've had some wins this year. Last week, Walker's on. Big tick for that one. What's this week's headline?
Mine's going to be the Bob Seger song, Night's Move.
Night's Move.
Yeah. So...
Big win for the Knights
we'll
this
get
weekend.
that song, the Bob Seger song, Night's Move. I love that song.
Nice. Even they've got Tom Trbojevic coming back Manly this weekend. He's been named.
They could have the Hulk playing in the front row. They got some injuries too. Who's missing? There's someone missing. Oh yeah,
Paseka.
Paseka's missing in the halves. Oh, Joey Walsh. Yeah. Joey Walsh was out with that jaw. So
yeah.
Clayton Falonga, he goes to 5'8".
Yep.
I just think of the Knights. Saf back. They got so much to play for. Look, I think there'll be plenty of points scored. On paper, they haven't got a bad team, the Seagulls. Great backline, but their depth in the middle, their middle forwards. No Paseka, he's going to be missed.
That hurts.
And
look, no Luke Brooks, that really does hurt them.
And have a look at the Knights middles. Jacob Safidi, Trey Mooney, Matt Croker. Geez, Croker's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a ball player. He's got good footwork around the right. Now, Jermaine McEwen's been out for a while. He's back. And Tyson Frizzell.
Back to the starting slot.
And gives a look at that interchange for the Knights. Yeah, Harrison Graham, he's been good. Cody Hopwood, young tearaway, young local boy. And then you have a look at You know, the Manly's bench, I don't really know too many of those players. Thomas Kent going really well. Yeah, Old Boys Day, fast track. Is it Sunday afternoon footy? No, it's Saturday.
No.
Sunday afternoon footy in Newcastle's the day of... That's our temple.
Yes.
What's it called now? The Donald Jones Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
I always liked the Marathon Stadium when Rabs used to say it. Geez, I'd love the Rabs to come back just for the grand final.
I think I saw a clip just a couple of days ago, and it was Craig Bellamy coming out for his last game, and it was Rabs commentating.
Really?
Yeah, it was back in the 90s. We'll see if we can get a clip to you.
He's the one with the big mullet?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, it was just...
Bellyaches last year would have been
amazing.
91 or 92, I could imagine.
It might have been 92.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I played against...
Yeah. But yeah, it was just a real moment, seeing and hearing those two icons of the game.
I remember Billy when Billy retired, Billy Slater, and he had his montage of his great tries. Must have went for about 3 hours. And Billy went to him, he said, I don't want music over that, you have Rabs. I want only Rabs' calls.
Oh, so
it would have been all the Channel 9 games,
yeah.
And the Origins. Would have been a fair few of those. I interviewed Billy the other day at a charity lunch, talking about the story. He hasn't said no. He's pretty cagey. He's pretty diplomatic.
He plays his cards quite close,
quite
doesn't
a
he?
politician. But whether he takes over from Craig Bellamy, I don't think he will. But anyway, Knights.
Well, we might see him around training a little bit more.
Oh, he'll be at training without a shadow of a doubt, but he's got too much going on in his life. You know what? He fought the war and won the war. Why does he want to fight the war again? Anyway.
Well, thanks very much, Joey, for today. That was great.
The other one too.
Yeah.
Josh Papali'i. Last game in Canberra.
Yes.
What a great player, great human. Didn't have much to do with Papa, but everyone says he's such a legend.
Yeah.
So they're playing Brisbane. So good luck, Brisbane. Maybe aim up for a while. Papali'i. Remember he kicked that goal.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful touch. He's been an incredible player.
Hasn't he?
I think 07 was his... 09. 09 was his first year. So to play that position, I think he's the most capped player.
Yeah, it's a long time to play the front row. A long time.
I love when his son comes out with him.
Oh, Noah.
Little mini-me.
Oh, he's hilarious. He was our Sunday sidekick a couple of months ago for Sunday.
So
he was excellent.
Yeah. So Josh, well done, mate. Yeah. You're a great servant to our game and to the Raiders.
Well done. Well, I can't think of a better way to finish. Thanks for joining us on Immortal Behaviour, and we'll catch you next week for some more action.